up, y'all? It's Monday morning. How was everybody's weekend? The people are really upset about Game of Thrones. Somebody left a comment yesterday talking about don't even watch it. It's not even worth it. They done wasted 8 years of y'all life. Them Targaryens in them. Is that what they call? They wasted your life. Somebody said it's not worth it. Do not watch. Do not watch Game of Thrones. I'm watching it. Y'all done already told me to watch it. Now I'm starting to watch it. I'm almost done with the first season. I kept falling asleep on episode 8. I kept falling asleep on it, so I keep having to rewind it and watch it over again. I can only do 2 hours at a time. After 2 hours, I'm asleep. It's getting foggy in here. What's going on? I need to wash my car. So it rained all weekend. It has been raining all weekend, but we didn't let that keep us in the house. Okay, we was out. My son was like, "Mommy, let's get out the house." I was like, "Okay." Well, we got out the house and we went and did our little things, and we had to do little errands we had to do that we would have not done because of the rain. But the water sign was like, "Let's go in the water. Let's get outside." Okay, let's go. All right. What else happened this weekend? We watched a cute little movie. Good for the teenagers, the tweens and the teenagers, called See You Yesterday. It is a Spike Lee produced film on Netflix about these two kids, one Jamaican boy, and is she Dominican or Puerto Rican or something? What is the little girl? Dominican? Haitian. I think she's Haitian. Oh, I'm still sitting here at this light blinking. I'm so silly. It is a cute film about these kids trying to go back in time to save this girl's brother who was shot by the cops. And these kids they're very much into science and time travel and things like that, trying to get into, black colleges and stuff like that. This boy and a girl, they're best friends, and they do some time traveling stuff to help save her brother from getting shot by a cop. And it's actually pretty interesting. And one of my sons liked the ending, the other one did not like the ending, but it's a lesson in the ending, and it was actually a cute little film. It's not like, oh my God, it's so great, but it's actually a cute little film. And I think it is. I mean, there is some suggestive language amongst the teenagers, and in terms of like getting into arguments and stuff like that. But it's not that bad. There's no like sex or anything in there. Like, that's strictly like kids fucking playing with time machines and dealing with those things like that, those themes like that. Real Housewives of Potomac last night. That was actually pretty cute. Giselle's the thing that stuck out most to me was Giselle's meeting with her therapist. It was just so funny and resonated with me so much. She was like, "I don't have any friends." He was like, "So you just cut your friends off?" And she's like, "Well," he was like, "You terminate all your relationships?" She was like, "Yes, I think I terminate all my relationships." I'm telling you, it felt like I was watching myself on television. I really was like, he was like, "So you just cut them off? You don't use it as an opportunity to grow, in other words?" And she's like, "What? Like, no, am I supposed to stay in something that ain't right? Are you crazy? Just so I can grow? Are you crazy?" I was like, yes, Virgo. She's a September Virgo. I really don't like to claim Giselle as a Virgo, because when she's not really, she's funny, but she's not quick enough for me. And maybe it depends. I guess it depends on where her Mercury is, really, because she's not quick enough. Her work, she's not quick enough for me. Like, quick witted. You gotta come quick. You gotta be ready at all times. She doesn't give me that. Her meeting with I was really, first of all, I was infused while watching it. So when I'm infused and watch something, I really watch it deeper than what I'm supposed to actually be trying to, gain from the film, from the show. I get more like analytical when I'm watching them. The exchange between Giselle and Karen was completely fake. It was fake. I don't even want to talk about it, because the whole exchange was very surface, very shallow, very inauthentic, very fake. And I'm really tired of Karen and the way that she behaves as if she is, I don't want to say like somebody who acts like they're better than, because she used to act like that. She doesn't act like that now, I guess, because a lot of her business is out there and she can't really act the way that she wants to give us, the person that she wants to be. She wants to show us who she is. She can't really do that anymore because she's been exposed, her husband and stuff like that. But Ashley and Karen and Giselle, like I said, that exchange was so fake to me. I didn't get it. I was just like, why are they doing this? This is phony. And they're not really friends. They are what you call frenemies. They're not friends. They are frenemies. They don't like each other. They are friends. They don't like each other. That's what I got from it. They don't like each other, and it's all for, it's fake. It's all for being cordial to the woman in your to the women in your social group. You know what I mean? What else? Ashley Darby and her husband at this party, and he's talking to this man. What happened afterwards? It said 4 hours later. he was come on, lady. Y'all really do the most on this street. Okay, so he was really talking to this guy. I guess he was very attracted to this man, Michael was, and telling this man how he was, buff and he was looking good and all this other stuff. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why Michael keeps telling people he's straight. You have some type of sexual attraction towards me, and it's okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Stop saying you straight, though. You clearly are attracted to men. Clearly. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's the problem. The problem is you not being honest with yourself and you lying to the world, and it's clear that you are attracted to men. Stop saying you straight. You really turned on by this man and his body and all this other stuff. Ashley is phony and fake. Her mom is phony and fake. Her mother is like, so what are you doing about getting pregnant, bitch? Stay on plan. Stay on course, whore. Stay on fucking course. That's what her mother's like. So what's going on with the pregnancy? Bitch, where's our fucking meal ticket? She got her meal ticket. Ashley is pregnant, y'all, with that scab of a man's baby. Ooh. That old ass man. That baby's gonna be how old is Michael? He has to be in his mid-60s. He has to be. Ashley, ugh. And then I couldn't believe that Karen said her husband was 2 years younger than her father. See, here's a theme we got going on with these girls from farms and low socioeconomic levels marrying these rich ass men and getting these little meal tickets here. Ray is tired. I know he's tired of dealing with her. They've been together 20-something years. Can you imagine? Oh my God. 23 years? Oh my God. That old ass man. How old is Karen? So so Ray gotta be at least 80 years old. Cause Karen gotta be, how old is Karen Huger? She gotta be in her mid-60s. She's a grandmother. I mean, she old enough to be a how old is Karen Huger? In her late 50s? So this man gotta be in I'm gonna give him late 70s. I'm gonna give Ray late 70s. I know y'all tell me in the comments. I'm going to give Ray late 70s. I usually give a parent at least 20 years span older than their child. You know what I'm saying? Give you at least 20 years and then you have a baby, right? 25 years. That's, baby boomers, they usually having babies between 18 and 25. That's when they was having babies. Dummies. And that's what I'm figuring, that Ray is at least 18 to 20 years older than this lady here, Karen. What y'all think? Not Ashley. What's the girl's name that married the white man? Not Ashley, the other one. She dealing with her mom, talking about she's gonna have to, she's gonna have to break away from her mother. They showed the clip of her mother calling her a princess, a narcissist. Remember how triggered last season Candace got when somebody, man, if you don't get your ass out the street, get out the street. He just standing in the street, in the intersection on the island. Get out the street, off of the island, in the street. Anyway, I can't be bothered with these crazy ass people today. Do you remember how triggered she was when somebody called her a princess? Maybe because her mother calls her that and she doesn't like it. Maybe that's why she got, because her mother probably. And Ashley is another one. Like I told you, I was infused watching it. Not Ashley. What's that bitch's name? Candace. She's another one. Candace knows exactly what she's doing. Candace is going to put up with her mother's bullshit. I'm telling you, Candace is not giving up that money, because the way she was talking to somebody. She was talking to somebody talking about, oh, you got to share your inheritance. I said, oh, this sounds like my older brother. Somebody who just wants to be an only child because he believes his parents have some kind of assets that he's going to get when they die. I said, look at Candace. Look at Candace. She wants to be the only child so she can get all the parents' money. Look at her, man, because she gotta. Oh, so you gotta share the inheritance. I said, oh, okay, Candace. Candace, you know exactly what you doing, bitch. You gonna put up. She gonna put up with her mom. She don't want to be written out of that will. I said, Candace is a little gold. Now you can't be a gold digger if you're dealing with your parents, but if your parents is causing you a lot of drama and trauma and headaches and stuff, and you're willing, because they're financially supporting you, you're willing to put up with that, honey, ain't no financial support enough to deal with somebody's mother like that lady Dorothy, Aunt Dot. Come on now. I couldn't deal with that lady. I would have been cussed Candace. I would have been cussed Dottie out. Dottie, no, we're not doing this. I would have been cussed her ass out, mama and all. You better ask about me. You better ask about me, honey. I was like, look at Candace. She's taking her mother's money. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's gonna deal with it. And she's just gonna have to convince her husband to deal with it. What's the other one? Monique Samuels, her husband. I'm very triggered by him asking her for another baby while she's pregnant. It triggers me. I don't know why. And I don't know if it triggers anybody else. I think it's absolutely disgusting for a man to ask a woman who is tired and through already with a human body growing inside of her to then do it again. No, I mean, can you wait at least 6 months? You don't even know. This child could be anything, could have special needs or anything, and that's just too much. I was just like, I used to like Chris. I think I just liked his like demeanor, like the big, kind of teddy bear type thing. But all that misogynistic talk and I don't like it. It really bothers me. It triggers me. I'm like, ugh, you are so unattractive. Asking a woman to have another baby while she's pregnant. She was like, you talking about baby number 4? And he was like, yeah, we gonna have another baby. No, we're not having no other baby, Chris. We're not having no other baby. You gonna get a vasectomy. And that's what I think should happen with these abortion things. That's why I want to talk about this man who had a who I'm gonna read it to you. I had to read it first, and I'm gonna add it to the video, and then I'm gonna read it to you what the actual thing, this letter that this man who is a single father, and this woman gave up all paternity rights. She still pays child support. I'm gonna read it to you, but we're gonna get to that. What else happened? Ashley, Monique, Candace, Juan and Robin. Where were they at that 80s party? Robin came in with some pink hair. Robin is like, Juan is so cute with them dimples. They were talking about their little business and they're flipping their houses and stuff like that, and they're doing their thing. I think they're probably better like that. They basically, we raising these children together. We're friends. We're not married. You getting all this. You making money together. Y'all having sex. Y'all have kids together, and y'all don't have to be married. I said, come on, Robin, bitch, you better do it. You better do it, girl. These people do not know how to act because they want for you what they want from themselves, and they figure, just like I think somebody said it in the comments, that oh my God, they cannot believe a black woman does not want to be married to the man she has children with. They can't believe it. Like, it's impossible for you to believe that a woman cannot, like, and it's funny because when I'm watching like YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm watching people, how they kind of talk about each other, and it's a lot of what you're able to do as a woman or a man that people are measuring, like, your worth. You don't have a man, you're sleeping with men, married men, you can't have babies, you don't take care of your child. Just all of these things that I see people, like, you know, fussing about on YouTube, and it's all comes down to a person's reproductive abilities, which is so fucking weird, and how they deal with other adults and how they relate to other adults. And it's like, I think a lot of women believe that your worth is determined on if you have a man or not. You must be unworthy if you don't have a man, because some man is not with you. No one picked you. No one chose you. So you can't be worthy. And it's like, that's like a kind of a crazy thing, because you're like saying that a man determines whether a woman is worthy or not. How is that uplifting and empowering as a woman? That's not. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's so fucking gross. And for everybody to think that Robin probably thought like that and probably had to unlearn some things. It's okay to unlearn some things. Everything that we were taught is not set in stone. It's not set in stone. You're supposed to do this. A man is supposed to do this. This is how you're supposed to be living your life. You can't have a baby without being married. You this and that. Da 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 da. He can't do this. You can't do this. Da da da. No, you do what works for you and what makes you happy. Oh my God, Robin couldn't possibly be happy, because before, this is what she wants and she no longer wants it. It is possible for people to change what they want. If she's feeling like, okay, I want this man in my life, we don't have to be married. We don't have to worry about the legalities of marriage. You guys are doing everything already. You guys are partnering already. You're partnering in business. You're partnering in life. You live together. You're partnering raising children. You're partners, period. I'm all for it. Go ahead, pink hair Robin and dimples Juan. His ass is so fucking fine. I was like, oh, Juan is cute. And lately, I don't know if y'all ever hear me. It's a very rare occasion I'm talking about a nigga being fine, because most of them is ashy as hell. So, Juan ass, I'm like, ooh, come on, Juan Dixon. He is so cute to me. So cute with them dimples. And he has just a cute little, pleasant little face. Dog ass nigga probably. But has the cutest little face. Who else is in Karen? Who else is in it? Oh, and Katie. Katie is back. Katie, they were at Ashley's thing. Or whose thing were they? Giselle brought Katie back. What sign is Katie? They were sitting at the table having drinks and stuff like that, already drunk. They brought Katie. Katie told Candace, I heard you got married. I would have told, if I would have met you 5 days ago, I would have told you don't do it. And then Giselle goes, here is Ashley's husband, or Candace's husband. I was like, these bitches ain't shit. These hoes ain't shit. Child, what else happened after that? She was like, oh, no offense, I'm not to you. He was like, no, I get it. Like, I don't know how I would have cleaned that up. She put her foot in her mouth for that one. She was just like, no, it wasn't you, It's just, the marriage thing. I don't know what happened with her and her marriage. What happened with him? That man she was married to. And she wanted to have more babies with him or something. She was trying to do something with that white man. She told her no. I would have told you not to get married. Honey, everybody would have told you not to get married, girl. What are you doing? But see, she wanted to have a wedding. She don't care about nothing else. She wanted to have a wedding, and she wanted to spend her mama's money having a wedding. And I'm telling you, Candace knows what she doing to Aunt Dottie. She know what she doing. Candace ain't slick. I was watching Candace last night. I was like, bitch, you ain't slick. You know exactly what you doing to Dottie. You know exactly what you doing taking that old lady's money. Taking that lady's money, acting like you putting up with something you can't put up with. You gonna put up with it. She gonna put up with it. She don't want to get written out of that little will. Oh, you gotta share your inheritance. I said, Candace is a trip. What else is going on? That was it for what I missed. Anything I missed? It's a fire over here. Anything that I missed? I don't know. Okay, so this man, I said I was going to go live with it, and this man who asked this woman made this woman not have an abortion, and she gave up all paternity rights. I got a girl pregnant, and she wanted to get an abortion, but I didn't want that. She ended up not getting one, but now she's not involved at all. We weren't in a serious relationship when she got pregnant. She has never met our son. Even after birth, she had no desire to see him. We went to court to figure custody and support could be figured out. And I have 100% full legal physical custody. Her name is on the birth certificate, but she has no custody, no right to visitation, or to make things like medical or education decisions. She didn't want any of that. Every month she pays 125% of the court-ordered child support. She says that if I ever marry someone who wants to adopt him, she will agree, but until then, she will pay support. It's been this way since our son was born. I'm raising our son all on my own. Oh, you are? He is 18 months now, and he has never met her. I don't even have any photos of her even. I am burned out. I hate being a single parent. Oh, you do? I love my son, but I resent him. My family tries to help when they can, but I do it most of the time. I would never hurt or neglect him, but I am exhausted all the time. Are you? I tried to go to court to give her split custody, but because she wanted an abortion, and I didn't, and she made it clear that she would never be involved after birth, and because we went to court, and when he was 6 months old, but because we already went after he was born and agreed on things, and now she's paying more support than the court ordered, the judge said he cannot force her to look after him. I haven't seen her in almost a year, and the last I heard is that she had a tummy tuck, laser stretch mark treatment, and is working at a gym. She also told her friends and family that she is an egg donor, not a mother. She also told her friends and family she is an egg donor and not a mother. She is a deadbeat mom. Oh, is she? Paying a 25% more than what the court ordered her, huh? And the court, she is a deadbeat mom, and the court won't do anything and is forcing me to struggle as a single parent. Do I have any legal remedies here? Honey, the court already told you. You thought you was going to control that woman's body. Is that what you thought? Everything. Medical decisions, educational decisions. She went to the court. The court ordered her to pay child support. She pays 25% more than the child support. He called her a deadbeat. She's not a deadbeat. She's doing way more than a nigga who knows that that's his child and who's involved in the child's life. Honey, a man makes you have an abortion. I keep telling you, says he doesn't want you to have an abortion. He wants you to have the baby. Give him the baby when you have the baby. But see, the way that patriarchy works is to make a woman feel guilty for doing something like that, because your role as a woman, bottom line, is to raise children and to suspend any other identity that you have. So the fact that a woman had a baby, this man told her, I don't want you to have an abortion. She had the baby, gave him the baby, is not involved in the baby's life, pays child support, put her name on the birth certificate, but says, if you get in a relationship with somebody and she wants to adopt the baby, go ahead and do it. She's telling people she's an egg donor. I said, honey, I'm putting an altar up in my house to her today. You hear me? I said, bitch, this is how you got. He don't want to be a single parent. He's exhausted. Oh no, you thought you had control over that woman's body. I remember I told the story on Twitter, because people were saying the silliest thing that a man has said to you about your reproductive rights, your decisions to have abortions. I remember my son's father, the time, and he was going through all of my stuff, snooping through all of my journals and shit, reading my journals, going through my pictures, going through my life before him, basically. And in my journal, I had written about having an abortion. and he really tried to guilt me and shame me for not telling the person. He wanted me to call the guy and tell him that I had an abortion. He literally was trying to make me call this person. You should call him. That's not right. You should call him. He had a right and a say in that. Yes. Meanwhile, can we talk about the fact that you was violating my privacy and in my goddamn journals where you wasn't supposed to be? Now you want to try and guilt me and shame me about having an abortion, and you want me to call the nigga? You crazy, fucking crazy ass. Your ass is fucking crazy. Crazy. These niggas be so insecure, so insecure. But let me tell you something, honey. He said the baby, I'll read you the thing. I'm gonna read it to you. It's a fire going on over here. Something's going on. She doesn't have any say in nothing. And I keep telling folks, if a man is telling you he wants you to have a baby, he don't want you to have an abortion. When you have the baby, give it to him. If you do not want a baby, you do not have to be, because let me tell you something, you don't have to. You don't have to. And oh my God forbid a woman says to give her baby to the father of the child. What's wrong with that? Now listen, here's what I say. If you cannot trust the nigga to watch your water boil on your fucking stove, no, that's not the nigga you want to give your baby to, okay? But if the nigga could take care of the baby, you want to have a baby? You want to have a baby? Okay. You say you don't want me to have an abortion? I'm going to have this baby. And not only that, and then you're going to call her deadbeat. She's paying 25% more than what the court ordered. Now you want to go back to court. The court's like, there's nothing I can do. She's doing everything that she's legally responsible for this child. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. I can't force her to take care of this baby. She's taking care of the baby financially. But see, a lot of motherfuckers think that all you need is money. No, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your mental well-being, all is compromised, all is being exercised because with children. It don't come down to money. And that's what everybody thinks. Okay, well, she's giving money. Yeah, she's paying a 25% more. That 25% is for your mental health. Go get you a massage, nigga. Shit. You gonna make somebody have a baby. My thing is with this whole abortion thing is, if you get a woman pregnant and she cannot have an abortion, your ass gets a vasectomy. You cannot produce any more children. Period. One baby you get. You get one baby. That's it. After that, you get the vasectomy. If she can't have an abortion, he can't have any more children. Period. Period. That's my thing. That is, can we draw, y'all want to keep women from having abortions? Okay, well here's an amendment to your little bill that you want to pass. Here's a little amendment for it. Child, please. Child, please. What else happened? Honey, that shit was so funny. You taking care of that baby. Lil Future's birthday was this weekend, and we saw two fathers' parenting styles observed over the weekend. We saw his biological father buy him a gold Rolex watch, a 5-year-old. And then we saw his father, his other dad, his father, who he lives with a majority of the time, Russell Wilson. Is that his last name? I wanted to call him Westbrook. And they were in look like a, what do you call those cars? A fucking go-kart. And that baby's smile was so bright and so beautiful. And so happy. And then they showed the video of Future giving this 5-year-old a gold Rolex watch, and the little boy was like, thanks. Can somebody call my other daddy so that I could go race cars? Because first of all, I can't even fucking tell time, okay? Number one. Number two, I want to go and do something a 5-year-old likes to do. I don't give a fuck about a watch. There's nothing more disappointing to a child, and believe me, I know, because my mother would always buy me gifts that didn't match my personality, didn't match my style, didn't match my taste. And there's nothing more disappointing to a child than a parent who buys their child a gift and it doesn't fit the child. There's nothing more disappointing than that. And for a man to believe, and here's my thing with Future. A lot of these niggas don't know how to act. People who like people have a problem with Russell calling himself Papa Russ. That is that boy's father. And what's sad is that we live in a society where men believe that they have to have some type of ownership over a child in order to take care of them. And luckily, Sierra has found her a man that doesn't operate in that way, because this little boy has two fathers. Not one who's kind of there, not really there, but he has a father who has a different parenting style than the other father. And a lot of these kids don't have no father. So instead of being worried about whether this little boy is calling him Papa Russ, that is his daddy. That is his father. Future is his father as well. What's wrong with this little black boy having the privilege to have two fathers when a lot of these black boys don't have no father at all? So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, Future this and Future that. Future has a different parenting style, as we can see. And it's not the same as Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is probably more, he left the caption. The caption of the picture was completely different from Future's caption on his child's picture. The caption on Future's picture was a quote from Meek Mill. The caption on Russell's picture with the little baby said, "I will always love you. I will always care for you. I will always guide you." Something else he said, I was like, this man really loves this little boy. Or he's making it seem like he loves this little boy. And people who have an issue with, because see, Sierra was supposed to be Future's baby's mom. That's what she was supposed to be. That was her. That is what I guess these niggas thought her destiny was. She was supposed to be a bitter ass black woman with Future's baby mom number 5. That's what Sierra was supposed to be. Sierra, see, in our community, we don't see too often where a woman, and you know, I can't say that because my grandfather was that kind of person. My grandfather, my grandmother got married again. My biological grandfather wasn't shit. My step grandfather is a man I revere and sits up on an altar in my home. Do you understand me? That is like, there are some men in this world who will see a woman and love her and her children. There are too many people in our community who are not bred with this idea of community. So they see a woman with children. I'm not taking care of another man's baby. That mentality. We have too many men in our society like that, in our community with that mentality, that when they see Sierra happy with a husband and another baby and this man loving on another man's child like his own, niggas don't know how to act because, one, they didn't see it. They didn't have that experience. Their mama was single, and now they grown up and they really don't fucking like women for whatever reason, and they don't know what it is for a man to see another man love their mother. They don't know what that looks like. Very rarely are you going to get another man to take care of another man's baby. And what we see happening here is Russell doing that. Papa Russ is doing that, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. Foxy Brown was booed off stage during Kandi Burruss' Welcome to the Dungeon tour in New York City. I didn't get to finish. Well, I was too embarrassed for her to actually watch it. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch Foxy Brown get booed off stage. Billionaire Robert F. Smith promised to paid the entire student debt of Morehouse's college class of 2019. Billionaire Robert Smith. They say he's married to a white woman. God forbid your wealth is actually it's actually being recycled within your community. I guess paying the debt off of all these black men. We're gonna see how their lives differ from the other graduating classes who have student loan debt. Somebody, AOC said we need to do a study and follow these men in 15 to 20 years to see where they are in comparison to the other people who did not have their college loans paid off. I think that would be a great experiment to see, a study to see how that works and how student loan debt affects people's lives. What else was going on? So if somebody tries to get you to have an abortion or not have an abortion, they want to have control over your body and tell you what to do with your body. Once you have that baby, honey, you better drop that baby off like a FedEx package, like an Amazon Prime package, 2-day delivery. It's free delivery. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. I hope we got everything covered. Y'all tell me if I missed anything on Real Housewives of Potomac. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, drop the babies off. Don't feel guilty. The patriarchy will have you fucked up. It will have you fucked up in the game. Yeah, that's my amendment too. If you have a baby and if you get pregnant and can't have an abortion, the man who got you pregnant should have a vasectomy. Is there any laws, like Kamala Harris asked Kavanaugh, is there any laws in any legislation that has any laws governing a man's body? Huh? What? He acted like he was so confused and didn't understand. What? Is there any laws in the United States that has governed, any laws that have anything to do with what a man does with his body? Oh, you mean medical? You know what the fuck she means, motherfucker. You know what the fuck she means. Oh, what? No, there's no laws and no books anywhere that governs a man's body. None. But I tell you what. If I can't get an abortion, he can't have any more children. Period. That should be the legislation. God damn it. All right, I'm out of here. Take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace.